Hello and welcome to another video from LRC, and today I'm going to be going through and checking the level of the oil in this automatic gearbox, which is a Jatco box. This is a 2.5 litre V6 petrol model. The same gearbox can be found in the TD4 Auto as well, so this applies to the same. Before we get started, I would recommend you download Rave, which will give you this piece of information. It also explains to you which bolt to undo and has some rather important information on there as well, which you'll need to go through. So first things first, you need to know where to fill your gearbox up from. It's quite simple on this one. This is your bung, pop it out, fluid goes in the hole. Quite simple really. Try not to spill any. I recommend you either use a funnel, or in my case I'm going to be using a syringe. So with the engine on, you want to go through every gear and then back up, holding it for about 3 seconds. All this is doing is it's just flushing and pumping the oil around all the solenoids, I assume. And then, with the engine still running, this is the nervous bit because nobody likes getting underneath a running car. So you make sure your handbrake and everything's on. You want to undo this nut here. This is the one you need to take out. It is very hot, mind, so just be very careful. In fact, I'm probably going to have to let this cool down before I can do it. Right, so I've just checked mine. Mine is on the level. I didn't record because I didn't want to get oil all over the phone, and it was just a bit of a spur. But basically, undo this hex bolt. Be careful when you're doing it, the oil will be warm. Drop that out. You'll either get no oil come out, which means you need to top it up from the top bung that I showed you, or you'll get too much come out, which will mean that it's been overfilled, and that's not a good sign. So bolt out. If you've had no oil come out of that hex bolt on the bottom, pop this off here and syringe or pour a little bit of oil in. You only want to do a little bit at the time. If you do too much, you're going to spit it out of the box at the bottom once it's full. Little and often is the least messy way, and trust me, it's always handy to have some ATF spare kicking around. Specifically designed for that gearbox, as long as it's specified for the gearbox, which this one is for that, should be good to go. You can also buy genuine Land Rover gearbox oil. It's surprisingly not expensive. Buying 5 bottles of this only worked out slightly cheaper. At the time I was looking for genuine fluids, there weren't any available, but a month later that changed and there was plenty available on the market. I would have done that. So genuine if you can, but this is a good alternative and is designed for the gearbox, therefore it shouldn't mess it up. Do not put generic ATF in this gearbox, because if you do that, you might get 5,000 or 10,000 miles out of the box if you're lucky, and at that point it will probably be a new gearbox. Hopefully this video has been helpful. Good luck.